Hi everybody, Casey Zander here. Now I'm making this video because when I get direct messages on Instagram, the number one question that every single guy asks me is either, hey Casey, I lost my girlfriend, or the girl I'm talking to doesn't want me anymore, or I got cheated on, and it's always something along those lines. Okay, after this video is over, what I want you to do, I'm running an event this week. It's a webinar. It's right down below. I want you to register for that after this video, because some of the topics I'm going to be talking about today, we're going to discuss an even deeper level that's going to serve you at the highest degree with your masculinity. But nevertheless, the reason why we have to talk about this is women truly feel no remorse for cheating. And I'm going to explain why. Okay, the first premise we have to come from with this topic is what most men think is that if you have an agreement with a woman, like an agreement of exclusivity, like, hey, I love you, you love me, we're going to be together, they believe that this holds weight. Okay, they believe that it holds weight, or it holds some sort of equity in the relationship. Okay, this could not be further from the truth, and I'm going to explain why. These men believe women desire commitment strictly because the women will say that they want it. Okay, they're going to say, oh, I want a guy who's there for me. I want a guy who does this. I want a guy who does that. I want a loving boyfriend. Okay, so what the guy getting into this relationship hears these things, he's going to naturally think that a relationship is going to equal more S3X. Okay, because men are like pretty basic, normal-minded. You're sitting there, you're like, okay, well, if I'm single and I'm not getting any, therefore if I'm in a relationship, technically now we're together, I should be getting some. Okay, this is what 99% of guys are wanting and thinking. So here's what you gotta realize. I get it. Like, I get that that's your natural thinking. This used to be mine as well, and I'm even going to back this up with more evidence, proof, stories, and examples of real life experience. But here's what happens. Guys go into these relationships, the first thing that happens is they get completely blindsided. Okay, she starts to pull away, she starts to become distant, the Snapchat's going off with other men, blah, blah, blah. Her desire is lower. That's the second thing. You're going to notice less bedroom intimacy. Okay, next you're going to see tests and you're going to see pullbacks. You're going to be having a normal conversation. She's going to seem agitated and go, whatever, and hang up. And your heart rate's going to go up. You think something's wrong. You think you did something. She starts pulling back. She's losing desire, losing attraction for you. She's going to want to make you think that you did something. This is called manipulation. Okay, so what you're going to see is just overall sneaky behavior. Okay, she used to come home every night and see you or sleep with you. All of a sudden she wants to stay at her place. Things like that. You're going to notice her hiding her phone, things of that nature. Now I'm going to tell you this because after dating exclusively and non-exclusively, okay, my whole life, okay, from ages 18 until now, going on. Every time I've been 100% exclusive with a woman, okay, there has been less S3X than when I was single. This is what you got to know first. And it doesn't, like, I understand these concepts to the highest degree of, like, masculine frame and understanding self-improvement and understanding game and flirtation and seduction. Okay, here's what's happened in my own personal experience. Every single time I've been 100% exclusive, not talking to or seeing other women, there has been less S3X in intimacy than when I was single. Okay, not only that, more desirable intimacy on her end, I noticed, would only come when I refused to be committed. Okay, because now it's like a chaser. Now there's something that she's trying to lock down. Not only that, here's what you're going to notice. Desire drops due to predictability. If you're a guy and you're there in front of that woman every single day, she knows where you're at, she knows what you're doing, she knows who you're talking to, she knows what you want out of her, she knows that you're not going anywhere. I can't fight reality, okay? And reality has proven, not only for me, but for thousands or millions of other guys, that this makes women not like you. Okay, if this makes women not like you, here's what you gotta know. When you fully commit to a girl, they lose respect, they lose desire, and a part of you inside will actually die. Like, you will die inside a little bit every single day watching, like, you're sitting there and you're like, man, I thought I would get to reap the fruits of my labor. Okay, like I went to the gym, I did all these things, I leveled up, blah, blah, blah. And you're going to watch that hold no weight. You're going to watch that hold no equity inside of the relationship. You're going to watch that not matter whatsoever. So 99% of men, here's what happens even though this intimacy and this desire drops, 99% of men still stay. They still say committed, and they still say with that woman. They stay right by her side no matter what, and they think that they can verbally fix it. They think they can just say the right thing. They think that they can sit her down on the couch, have a discussion, and talk through things. Okay, they think that they can logically convince her why this is still a good relationship and a good bet for her to stay. And you know what? Here, I want to tell you this. She doesn't care. They don't care. So stop treating them like they do or like they should, because they don't. Okay? Then here's what happens. She sees that you're still willing to stay. Then they'll leave, or they'll fully cheat, and they'll just lie about it. If you try to catch her, she'll make excuse after excuse how it didn't happen. Okay? If you do catch her, she'll try to flip it on you and say that it's your fault. And she's going to take zero responsibility. So what I wanted to really do in this video today is I'm wanting to show you why she feels no remorse. Because despite any preconceived notions of you maybe watching this video thinking I'm bitter or I'm jaded, I'm not in even the slightest. I've accepted reality for what it is. And this is the truth of my real life experience from ages 18 to 27. Here's why she feels no remorse. Oftentimes I've noticed women get joy knowing that they can break a guy, okay? An old girlfriend of mine, I'll never forget, this was about 4 years ago, okay? We were drinking, she had a few, I had a few, okay? And she was talking about her old boyfriend, and we were laying down on top of each other making out, and she said something along the lines of like how she would just push and pull away until she knew she could completely break him, and how she did that on purpose. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, okay, imagine what she's thinking when she's sober, when they walk through life and they feel zero remorse when things like this happens, okay? The next thing that I notice why they feel no remorse is if he is attached, she will twist the knife even harder. If a man's attached, here's what happens. She'll twist the knife and pull away or try and purposefully hurt you because it proves her hypergamy right that you're now weak for her. If you're weak for her, it's almost like her whole goal, her whole desire to just eradicate you out of existence. That's the truth. When you see a woman lose respect and desire for a man, all morals, all normal human behavior goes completely out the window. It's like they're not even a person who's thinking rationally or logically. The primal instinct kicks in and she's just like, oh, weak man, do not want his genes, do not want him to procreate, do not want him to carry on, goodbye. And she tries to disregard as hard as possible. So here's what I've realized, okay? It's women's nature almost, okay, to weed out weak men. And when I say weed out weak men, any guy who's weak, they weed them out. They don't reproduce with them. They don't want them on an intimate level. They don't care about them. Not only that, here's what you gotta realize. Natural selection or survival of the fittest is real. Like, it's a real thing, okay? And most women don't want most men. Like, women today don't want or like most men. They don't like them. They don't find them attractive. They don't care about them. And you're going to have to just learn to accept this. So my whole life, what I've done is I've constantly lived life on my own terms that will bring me fulfillment with or without a woman in my life. Okay, so that means my money game is always going up. I'm always working on my business. I'm always strategizing new investment deals. I'm always looking at real estate, looking at new stocks. I'm always doing things to have a better future for myself. The next is I'm always constantly in the gym for my own fitness. Not only just to feel strong or to look strong for a woman, but I want to look strong for myself. See, these things don't even hold weight in the game when it comes to her locking you down and you actually staying committed. These things are great bonuses for attraction, but it doesn't necessarily make her hot for you, okay? The last thing is just overall status, okay? For a man to build status, you have to be good at your craft or good at your career or good at what you do. You have to have some sort of recognition. And for a lot of people today, that means social media. These three things, if you improve them, what you're going to notice is this becomes, it's more about for you and it's not for anybody else. And the women who come into your life, if you are a better fit, some of them will appreciate that, but what you have to know is that this is not an end-all be-all. The truth is you need to actually focus on yourself, maintain relationships in your life if they serve you, not the other way around, and just know that the second you get so attached that you're literally weak for a woman, she will leave or she will cheat with no remorse. And this is the cold hard truth all of you need to swallow. For those of you who like this video, like it. Okay, I want you to go down below and I want you to actually watch that webinar, MBT, brand new for my birthday. Okay, that way you can get results like all of the other guys who have been using that live stream with the 3 secrets that I show in that to go and excel 10x in their dating life. I have been showing this exact system for years now, and because it works, because it's tried and true, because I know that I can genuinely help you in your life, I want you to go down, enroll in that, take a look at it, okay? And you're going to see it totally transform every single belief that you held coming into it so you can be the man that you know you need to be. Hit the like button, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.